Hey, welcome back, fellow collectors. The Braves Toy Review. This is the Marvel Legends X-Men series Deadpool, and I am, guess who? My name's in the daggone title line. You can't miss it. So I didn't take them out the package yet because I wanted to show you just how much stuff this guy comes with, and I really appreciate that. Because what do I complain about the most when it comes to Marvel Legends that Hasbro's been doing here recently? Not enough, definitely not enough accessories, and not having storage for them. Whereas this side right here is doing pretty good as far as the releases go with accessories and having something to do with it. Off the back, I want to turn around to the back, and I want to show you just how much love went into this packaging because it's different from everyone else's. Of course, it's got the black and the gold, right? X-Men with the Deadpool, right? Yeah, with the R on the side, right? Yeah, but on the back, what you get is you got your Deadpool there. This is the movie Deadpool design, I do believe. I could be wrong, but I do believe it is. I've seen the movie. I know what it looks like. All right. But you got a little bit of art right there. He's breaking the fourth plane or the third plane or whatever, the fourth wall, third wall, whatever the wall is. He's breaking through that wall, and they put a little bit of artwork right there. That's just that extra love, and it makes sense because, they had the movie for it. It makes a lot of sense they put a little bit of love. And then check it out, even right here in the corner, you got a little hearts on the Deadpool. I don't think that's on any other packaging. Nope. Not on any other packaging. It's special to the Deadpool packaging, and it just makes so much sense that it would be like that. And then you got a little bit of a blurb up there. I'm not going to read that. You can read that. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get him out of the packaging. Okay, so unlike the rest of the inside or the inserts, the rest of the inserts have like the X-Men symbol, but this one has a Deadpool symbol. Yet again, just that little bit that gives it a little bit of extra love because Deadpool always deserves a little bit more attention, right? Okay, so as far as accessories, he's got this big mofo weapon right here. He's got this shotgun with the drum on that piece right there. Got a knife right there, nice. Got two pistols, right? Desert Eagles, yep. He's got his he's got his fucking, what is this, a rocket launcher with a boxing glove on it, comic book stuff, right? What I really like about this, what really sets it off for me, is you get the burned head. And we've gotten a few Deadpools from these guys, but we haven't gotten a burned head, a burnt face since the Series 6. And of course, you have his swords here, and you have his sheaths on his back. And the Deadpool just looks great himself, period, right? So the first thing I want to do is get I want to draw a comparison to the swords because I was wondering where these remolds of the original swords, and I don't think that they are. Let's get them out and let's just see. Okay, so taking a closer look at the swords, it is definitely the same sword, just with I guess less paint or just a different paint scheme. Whereas, let's say this is one of the older ones from the Hasbro Deadpool, and it's got the gold there and the black and a shinier silver. This one, or a glossier silver. This one is a flat gray more so with the black and the red, which is cool, which is fine for me. And one of the things I want to throw out there first that really pleases me about the figure is the fact that he has no problem standing. I mean, don't get me wrong, you shake some shit. Oh, hey, check this shit out. I'm shaking some shit right now, and guess what? He's not falling. That's a stand-up Deadpool for me because if you remember these Hasbro ones from like the 2-packs and stuff, I got all his weapons, man. I just didn't feel like I was trying to dig some stuff out, and it just got to be insane trying to find all those weapons, dude. So you look at some of these guys here, and it's the problem with this older Deadpool to me was always in the knees and the smaller feet. You dig? So that made it so hard for him to stand. You had to go through so much to get this guy to stand up, and of course the way the joints were here in the leg, it was just too much work. That's that one. Let's see if there's any different on this guy. This guy right here, he's got the gray pool. He's got his legs in there better. So that guy stands pretty good. He's always stand pretty good for me. But even still with him, he's not the best at holding pose. Those feet were just always so tiny. That's a good scale comparison for you right quick as far as that old one to the new one. And then here we go with Red Pool. This is the official Red Pool, not a KO or anything like that. Not that I have anything against KOs. I'm just saying that it's not. Just so you know. Got the hookup from a homeboy in the UK. So there you go. And as you can see already, the Red Pool is kind of fucking around with the standing, right? There we go. So he's actually a little bit bigger than both of those guys and just a little bit bulkier. And I like that. I like that mass on him. It looks a lot better on him versus being a smaller, slimmer figure, right? Let's compare that head sculpt right quick. Just want to see that. I definitely prefer this head sculpt over the Deadpool. So yeah, I definitely prefer that. He's just wider. He's got more mass to him. I really like that. There are a lot of changes. So we're gonna just put this guy away now, right? So let's take a look. We're gonna take a look at his utensils and accessories as we go. You dig it? All right. So of course he comes with the swords, which can store in his sheaths. Now these sheaths look like they're reused. The sheaths are definitely reused. Let me grab one of these guys right quick. Yeah, that's definitely a reuse of the sheath. I mean, I don't hate that. I'm not gonna die because you reuse the sheath. I expect because Hasbro reuses so much stuff. So shit, I'm not gonna die. So and I was just looking for, and I'm gonna cover this in a second. I was just looking for. Well, let's go ahead and get to it now. It's both his sword stored. Comes with this guy here. This is a really soft plastic. Nice detail for a soft plastic weapon, right? But it's flexy. And you can pop that off and pop it back in place. And even the glove mitt has a little bit of detail. They put some care into this Deadpool figure. And so it has this stub on the outside of it. And I was wondering, okay, well, what the crap do you do with that? But here you go. And on the back of here, you can possibly store your bazooka thing there. Look at that. Fits in nicely. I mean, I'm not saying you got to do that, but the option is there to do it, right? So cool. Well, as a matter of fact, let's see how long we can leave it there without him falling. And he's standing up. Let's see how much weaponry we can put on him, and he still stand. All right. So that's both of his swords, but let's test to see how his swords fit into his hands. As a matter of fact, I know with the older one, the swords were kind of loose. So hey, nice fit on the swords. No wobble at all, all right? Okay. Stands right up. All right, he comes with also these Desert Eagle joints right here. And they're just a single cast, a gray, not too, no paint on them at all. Paint would have been nice, but with so much put into the figure, I'm not going to complain about it. Got a little bit of sculpt work in there to make the weapon at least look real. I can motherfucking dry brush it. How about that? I'm not even going to die over that. All right. And, of course, these guys have storage. And I like the way you have both of the weapons, both of the sidearms stored on the same side. Now, this little rubber piece here, which is a soft rubber, is a separate cast. It's kind of loose up here, but if you push it down over his quads or his thighs, if you will, it fits a lot better the lower you push it, right? And the weapons fit nice and snug inside of there. So now he's got his weapons, he's got his sidearms in their place. And what do we have left here? We have this big mofo joint. Now this looks like it would rotate, but it doesn't actually rotate. I don't even know what kind of weapon that is. It's dope, like a rail gun or something like that. And he has this guy right here. And then of course he has his knife. He's got his knife here. And I'm spending some time on these accessories because I am a fan of accessories, especially when there's storage space, right? So his knife fits nicely into his boot. Check that out, okay? Now, at this point, you're out of weapon storage, but that's okay because all the main weapons have been put away, all right? So now you can take your little shotgun joint here with the drum, and you can put it in his hand. Finger fits on the trigger nicely. Can you get the cross chest action? And you got a nice soft ratchet inside it. I dig that, man. I like this figure. I don't give a shit what any of you guys say. Anyone don't like this figure, I don't care. I like it. I like it a lot. It makes me feel good. So you can get a little cross action there. Check him out. Look at that guy. He's ready to kill something, right? Okay, take that one out. You can get the... Now, the figure's so nice, I don't even want to put his hands, I don't want to bend his fingers to put them around here, but screw it. You got to do what you got to do for the people that want to see it. So there he is with his big railgun looking thing. Hi. So that's pretty good, dude. Yeah. Now, can he hold the chimichangas? Because when he wants to make the fucking chimichangas, can he hold the chimichangas? I don't know how he would hold a chimichanga, though. Let me see. He can technically hold. He can hold the chimichangas too, right? So then the next question is it easy? Let's take this damn thing off his back so I can maneuver. How easy is it to pop it? Oh, head comes right off. Nice. No problem with that. And oh no, right in front of everyone, you embarrassed me. That head doesn't go on so easy though, right? But let's take a quick look at it. Oh my God, I love that sculpt. This has got to be one of the best X-Men. This has got to be one of the best Marvel Legends Hasbro has released in their current releases they've done so far. He's definitely one of the best. I love that freaking sculpt. He just looks so so sick. That's that. I dig that. A little bit of dry brushing will bring all of those scars and sores out much better. So let's point out a couple things here on this head sculpt that really make it pop. The yellow eyes with the black lining around, the black trim, if you will. That shit looks dope. You've got some dry brush or airbrush in there to darken out the eye areas. It really makes those pop. And then the teeth are kind of like gritty, and you got like the black wash in there to really bring out the teeth and that grimace, that demented looking grin he's got there. I dig that with all the scars and sores, the burnt acid looking. God dang it! This is a dope head sculpt and a nice paint job on it for a Hasbro release. Going all the way around. You can see that care was put into this thing all the way around. This was intended to be the lead figure from this wave. You can tell that this is their movie guy. This is the movie. This is based off the movie that made a bunch of money. So they put a bunch of love into them. All right. So with that checked out and everything, let's get into articulation and shit like that. So typical articulation, as most of the Legends go. Again, getting that head off, getting his head back on is kind of a tight fit, boys. You got to put some work in. Check out the color, man. You got the red against the black with the nice little silver bits here, and they're like kind of glossy, man. That's some care. That's some love. Got the brown straps there. Nice soft plastic there, and he can come off his shoulders. I can see this guy turn into some serious fodder bait. These guys back here are kind of loose. The purpose for that, so you can get up and get to that peg there. I'm going to go ahead and advise you take the swords out when you try to put the head. You swap the heads off, because it's not going to affect these guys when you're pushing and grabbing and gripping, right? But with the swords in, you don't want to take the risk of popping the sword off the hilt, right? Articulation, I'm not going to go into all that because it's the same articulation for most of the Legends. I will go into the nice soft ratchet you got there in the shoulder. That's all the same there. I like that daggone. It's a little bit loose here in the ab crunch, and it's a little loose here in the hips. I've heard people complain about that. It's not killing me. You can pop these legs off if you so choose. Heat them up and then put some Future or something on it to tighten it up a little bit. I'm more concerned about here in the ab crunch area, but it looks really nice. Nice Deadpool logo right there. A lot of sculpting on the actual belt with his little grenades right there. So that's a pretty good look, man. I dig the way the black is, the way the black contrasts with the red. Masking job is not too bad. Not too many complaints on this one from me. From me, anyways. I don't know about the rest of you guys. Got a little bit of a flaw right there, but I'm not gonna die. It's a little roughed over, but I feel like it should be roughed over. You got some dry brush that, man. It's gonna bring it out really good. Some nice silver popping off that black, like that double strap. And then, of course, the sword goes into that boot there. I really dig this figure, man. Hey, this Deadpool is A-okay with Brave, dog. One thing you will find is that these bits here kind of, well, on this one, it's not so bad. You can get it all the way around. On this hand, I think probably because of the way the hands are sculpted with the pinky up, you get a little more trouble. But if you work it a bit, you can get it all the way around. Just be careful. You don't want to pop anything. I know it's made to be taken out, but just be careful. Hey, this fucking Deadpool is awesome. Get your hands on this fucking Deadpool. He's got to be one of the best, if not the best figure in this wave. You want to see a size comparison with someone just to see? Here, put this guy next to him. Now you got two guys that can carry a lot of weapons. think about that. I think, fuck that guy. This Deadpool is awesome. Till next time, out of here. You couldn't even see my hand when I did that, so I'm back out. Out of here.